Welcome to The Guide. I'm Yo.
And I'm Will.
And this is your weekly update. We got tons to get through this week.
It is the holiday season.
Yes, and we are like canceling things just to bring you the best reviews possible. We'll cancel band practice to play Halo 4.
I didn't tell my band members about that.
Never mind. We'll just delete that.
I
part
said
out.
I was working.
That was work.
I guess so.
It
Yeah.
was a lot of work. It was
good work.
Let's start with something that kind of is an opportunity to reach out and help some people. This is pretty cool, coming from our friends over at Astro Zombies.
Yeah, they're doing this thing called the Comic Cause, and it's basically a relief fund made up of a few different artists who do artwork for comics such as Green Hornet, The Walking Dead, Transformers, even Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
And they're auctioning off these pieces, and those proceeds are going to go support the Sandy Storm relief funds.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who are still in need after Superstorm Sandy hit the northeast coast, and so Mike over at Astro Zombies has some contacts with people out there who are trying to provide supplies and get out and help people. And so this is, if you've always been one of those people like, man, I wish I could do something but I don't know how, this is an easy way to do it. You can get some original artwork from some great artists, and all that money will help people on the East Coast who need help in the wake. And there's like another storm coming in, a northeaster that's getting ready to blow in.
Yeah, they're saying a second one's coming through.
Yeah. So these supplies will be much needed, and Mike over at Astro Zombie says all of this is going directly to the East Coast. So if you want to get some cool original artwork and help some people at the same time, you can do that with the Comics Cause. You can read more about it at our website.
Yeah, go to gameandmovieguide.com for that.
Yeah, and now let's move on to James Bond. 50 years, dude.
The longest running movie franchise.
Can you believe it? 50 years? And here's the crazy thing. Some people are saying that Skyfall may be the best in the past 50 years.
It really seems like Bond is getting back to its just dirty roots of spy movie action. It seems really awesome.
There was even an opportunity for Sean Connery to do a cameo in it, but that never came to fruition. The question is it really one of the best of all time, of all 50 years of Bond? A lot of people have a hard time, even comprehending that. We'll let you know in our review. We're not going to say any more about that because we don't want to spoil too much. Just read our review of Skyfall, the latest James Bond movie starring Daniel Craig. Again, you can find that at our website. I'm pretty amped, though, because Quantum of Solace, not a Bond movie. Good action movie. Good Jason Bourne movie.
Yeah.
It was not a James Bond movie.
No.
Skyfall is. That's all we're going to say about it. All right, let's move on to Halo 4. Just came out this past week. We haven't spent a lot of time with it. We don't have the review yet, but we have delved into it with some quality time. What are your first impressions of Halo 4?
My first impression is it looks amazing. Microsoft and 343 Studios really pulled out the big guns on this edition of Halo, and I like it. I like the refresher of it, and they've moved some things around. I think the most noticeable playing difference is how they have the loadouts now. You can set your own weapons loadouts rather than just scrambling, finding guns on the multiplayer maps, and that's been huge for me. Yeah,
I mean, absolutely. It looks amazing. You remember the original Halo? That was the game you'd bust out to show people how cool your Xbox was.
Yeah, seriously.
Halo 4 is that for the Xbox 360, which is pretty incredible. The cutscenes, the voice acting, the production values. It feels like an epic movie that you're participating in.
It really does, yeah.
And I agree. The changes to the multiplayer are very, very cool. Jury's still out on the whole Spartan Ops thing, but we'll update you weekly on that.
Yeah.
So for all of our Halo 4 coverage, again, check out gameandmovieguide.com. We are working feverishly on a review for that, so we'll have that up soon. Just as we're working feverishly on our reviews for Assassin's Creed 3 and Need for Speed Most Wanted. Assassin's Creed 3, it's a huge game. Give me some time, man. I'm doing the best I can. I have a life outside of this, so if you're wondering where is that review, I'm working on it. I really am. I will say this, the naval battles are some of the coolest things to be added to Assassin's Creed 3 ever, and they're optional side missions. Why haven't I finished my Assassin's Creed 3 review? I haven't finished any more of the story. I'm too busy sailing the 7 seas.
So that's why.
That's it right there. So we'll have that up soon. And then Need for Speed Most Wanted. We got that review up finally for you. And this is just a quick take on it. But It's not as silky as Forza Horizon in the handling and the feel of the cars. But don't take that to mean that it handles poorly. It doesn't. It handles just fine as an arcade racer. But I miss the silky smoothness of Forza Horizon.
Definitely. But it is the other open world racing game that is giving Forza Horizon its run for its money. So it'll be interesting to see, how it totally works out.
If you want realism, you go for Forza Horizon. If you're looking for thrills, it's Need for Speed.
Yeah.
I mean, Need for Speed is it's like an action movie. It's the Michael Bay racer.
Totally. Yeah.
So check out our review of that. Again, you can find that at GameAndMovieGuide.com. And then coming out here very, very soon, we're talking about Halo 4, Black Ops 2 is coming out soon, but not to be outdone, Battlefield 3 has an announcement of its own.
Yeah, they're still putting out map packs. This next one is called the Aftermath Pack. Which,
and remember in the campaign, there was that earthquake that took place.
Yeah, the
Big
destroyed
building.
city.
Yeah, almost.
So they have that new level, though, called Epicenter.
Yeah.
And what's really cool is when you're playing multiplayer, at any random moment, it'll be an earthquake. Stuff will fall. You're going to have to duck for cover. So that'll be interesting.
Yep, some new vehicles, new achievements, and a crossbow.
Yes, who doesn't love crossbows?
You get to use crossbow in Battlefield. So the dates for that, it's kind of convoluted, but November 27th for PS3 Premium members, December 4th for Xbox 360 Premium members, and then the 11th and 18th respectively for non-premium members on those consoles is when that will be released, and of course we'll keep you up to date with that as well at the guide. And one last thing that we need to cover, actually there's a lot more things. We got some interviews that you can check out at the guide, including the director of Rudy has a new movie out called Little Red Wagon, which is a fascinating story. Be sure to check out our interview of that. We talked to the producer of Chasing Ice, a documentary about global warming. Fascinating interview there. Be sure to check that out. A bigger thing that we got going on, we talked to the producer of Brave.
Yeah, and we're actually going to be doing a giveaway with Brave 2 involving some Blu-rays.
Yes, so that movie releases on Tuesday the 13th, and courtesy of Disney, we will have some copies of the Blu-ray DVD combo pack to give away from Brave on the 13th. So be sure to check back Tuesday the 13th at our Facebook and our website for your chance to pick up a copy of Brave on Blu-ray and DVD. And be sure to check out that interview with the producer of Brave. It was really, really quite interesting hearing some of the background details of how they went about making the latest Pixar hit, Brave. I was especially curious about the hair because it's just amazing. I'm fascinated watching how do you do that in a computer? I mean, that's got to be more complicated than doing water. The curls and the way they flow, and it's crazy.
So if you want to understand some of that animation magic, then listen to that interview, see what it's all about.
Yeah. So, whew, man, we covered a lot in a short amount of time.
That's just the tip of the iceberg for this season, though. The next couple months are going to be handfuls of topics to think.
Yes, we got, The Hobbit's coming out, Black Ops 2 is coming out, the Wii U is coming out soon.
Yes.
So you got to keep up with everything that's going on. Easiest way to do that, follow us on Facebook.
Yeah, it's facebook.com/Game Movie Guide. If you're other social networks, you can get us on Twitter, Google Plus as well, and of course, you can get everything at our homepage.
Yep, stop by GameAndMovieGuide.com. And like I said, we briefly covered stuff. We go in depth at the website, so you can find out a whole lot more. Check out all those interviews, all the reviews, all the previews, everything at GameAndMovieGuide.com. We're going to go work feverishly on some more games, and we'll be back next week.